Good morning, all you early risers. It ain't too early right now. It's going on 8:16. It is the 18th of February. Just gonna do a quick video today, and I always say quick. Y'all know I'm just lying more than likely, because I will sit here and start rambling like I'm already doing. I was watching some videos this morning, and my goodness, are they great. Everybody that's on the trail right now, I'm so trail sick, if you will. Copyright, don't know if anybody's ever said that, but that's my term now, trail sick, because I will tell you, I'm trail sick as crap. But that's okay, man, because I get to be on the trail because of people like all of you, especially the vloggers who are out there hiking in that rain in Georgia, putting up with all the mess, but are still having great times, and you still have great attitudes about it, and you're carrying us with you. And I know that extra weight in your pack is not literal, but it's figurative in the fact that once you start vlogging, I know this from doing it, you start feeling like you don't want to let the people down, all those people who are commenting and following along. So again, it's that little bit of nudge in the mornings when you don't want to get up, that little bit of nudge when you're at Neil Gap at the hostel or in Franklin, and you're like, man, maybe I'll just take another day off. And it's that little nudge that'll get you back up the trail, because you want to get a video out, because you want to give all those fans and all those subscribers some content. So man, kudos to all of you. I love all of you, man, and it has been great to see Fresh Ground out on the trail doing trail magic. That's what he does. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what happened to his through hike last year. I don't know if he made it to Katahdin, but all that to me is indifferent, because that dude is a unique, great trail angel who I just, man, have the utmost admiration for. So to all the through hikers out there, Probation Termination, Bait Bolt, Teardrop, Greg on the AT, which is now Jeep, Rick Earl, and there's so many more on the trail right now who I'm loving, and it is just fabulous. And I'm in awe, man. I don't even have words for it, because I'm loving these videos hitting. Grumpy, who's out there, his body's fighting him a little bit right now. Probably isn't in the shape that he wanted to be when he hit the trail. And that little devil, right? That little bad devil that we kept talking about in my videos. I told Grumpy yesterday in the comments that little bad devil's voice is the loudest in Georgia. And it's loud, and it's yelling in your ear, and you can't even hear the good little devil in your other ear saying, man, this is worth it. All you can hear is that guy saying, man, this sucks. I'm not doing near as good as I thought I was gonna do. I don't know if I can do this, period. I just watched TechnoNomadic, his first trail and his first hike up to Springer Mountain from Amicalola, and he's already, you know, the gray and the clouds and the steepness of the trail has already got him kicked in the junk a little bit. And I'm not saying that in a detrimental way. I'm saying that this trail is no joke. And he did a lot of walking and a lot of videos prior to, but man, in Florida, let's just be honest, man, it's flat, and you're not at elevation. And not only is the terrain steep, but you're increasing in elevation, and the oxygen's getting thinner. And I know to some who live out in the Rockies and everywhere else, man, you're laughing at how's 2,000 or 3,000 feet gonna make a difference. I live in 10,000, and I get it, man, it's true. But I tell you, when you live at pretty much zero sea level, and then you come up and you start at 1,700 feet and you're climbing up to 3,000 or 4,000 the first day, man, that's tough. That's tough. So all of you coming up, I'm telling you, if you can get your cardio into some kind of shape, if you can build up some of those leg muscles, you can build up some of those core muscles, because they're the ones stabilizing everything as you're making those climbs. And if you can bring something to regen your legs and your body out there, just like we talked about with Scoutmaster last week, who's also doing awesome. He's probably out of the Smokies today, or getting close to out. You know, he keeps talking about how, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but how fresh or how good his legs are doing. And I'm telling y'all, I think the dude is probably a mental giant, and he's doing the proper mileage every day for his body, but B, I'm telling you, carrying 6 ounces of a roller stick is a game changer. I would do without 6 ounces of food before I did away with that roller, and I'm just telling you that right now. It's that important. Okay, and there's so many. I'll think of some other names that are hiking that are just eluding me right now, but I'm watching every single one of you. Windjammer, that's another one. Windjammer, you're doing great, buddy. Hang in there, man. You're hiking your hike, and I'm digging it. All right, so just watched Liz's video today. She is vlogging on the trek. A lot of you probably know who she is. She's tatted up like Abby Tat. I really like her personality. But she did a very comprehensive food video today, and I think, man, it struck a lot of chords with me internally, and how I was like mentally kind of where she was when I started the trail, or at least when I was preparing for my food. You know, living down south and living down here where we don't have a lot of Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or things like that, it wasn't as hard for me to know that I'm gonna have to live off Ingalls and pretty much what they provide. But I also knew that I was going in, I wasn't gonna have as many micronutrients and some of the foods that I wish I could eat. I wanted to be a little bit more healthy. So right now I'm in the context of before you get on the trail, because I see what she's packing out, and it's some fabulous food. And if she does all of her resupply boxes like that, hopefully her taste will still stay the same as she's proceeding up the trail. And she can get some more of those micronutrients than I was. But I will tell you, my body, and y'all saw that I was doing some powdered greens, drink mixes and stuff in the mornings. I was calling it liquid grass or whatever. You know, I was trying to keep those micronutrients because I was trying to be conscious of it. And then in the end, it just, your body has to have certain things out there. And I started losing just a ridiculous amount of weight because I was trying to eat more conscious, more healthy. And I had to throw that out the window and let go of that barrier in my mind of what success is on the outside of the world, or outside world off the trail is not the same thing that equals success on the trail. And I'm just speaking from me, but I think we see this play out every year in a lot of hikers. So what you just got to remember, and I'm always, and man, it's okay if you send out 15 resupply boxes up the trail, man, that's okay. But I am, after knowing what I know now, man, my taste changed rapidly. I became, and I told this to Liz in one of the comments, what I became was intolerable to what I didn't want. And I didn't want things that tasted bad, were hard to get down, that weren't motivating me to get to the end of the day and eat. And once I stabilized and realized, man, it's more important to be happy and to eat things that taste good, that have tons of calories, whether they're sugar calories or not, man, it doesn't really matter out there because your body has to have it. Yeah, I just wasn't going to sacrifice happiness, because that is some of those little intrinsic motivators, and extrinsic really, once you get into camp and you start cooking up that warm pot of ramen with chicken in it. Oh, fabulous. I could eat that every day still right now. I don't though, because I'm back trying to eat healthy again. But I guess the point to what I'm saying is, everything or different things motivate all of us. And y'all know I'm all about the mental aspect to the hike. I really am. And that's really what I like to focus on. So if you're carrying things, and this, so I'm going beyond Liz now because I don't want her to think this is focused on her and being critical of her, because it's not, man. I think what she's doing is fantastic. But as for me, what became really important, and I think this will become really important for all of the thru hikers, is what is motivating you every day? What is keeping you focused on reaching the goal that you set out for that individual day? To me, I was always looking forward to something hot at night. That's why I never gave up my stove. That was an intrinsic motivator that pushed me up the trail, i.e. that little motivation inside saying, hey, at the end of the day, I'm going to replenish that desire of having something hot, man. And that's important. That was important to me. And the extrinsic piece of it was actually eating the ramen and eating a honey bun at the end of the day. And man, that is some trash food. There's no doubt about it. But I will tell you, my body was performing better than I ever thought it could, especially eating pretty much out of like a cockroach out of a garbage can. So all that really, just to sum up, to say, be careful. At times I wish I would have sent more healthy food in some resupply boxes, but I'll be honest with you, it would have been very demotivating to me personally to be walking, knowing what I know now, to be walking up the trail thinking, man, like now I can't have fun with my resupply shopping where I go in there and just buy 3 bags of M&Ms and be happy about it, or some Sour Patch Kids. Y'all know I love them. And you start walking up the trail thinking, crap, man, I spent a lot of money on this resupply box. I don't really want what's in it, but I'm gonna get it anyway because I can't really afford to spend that money and then go out and put all that stuff in a hiker box that I don't want and go back out and buy a whole new set of stuff. So all I'm cautioning all of you, just be careful how much you're packing in your boxes. Leave enough room in your menus to where you can go out on the economy of the local town and eat some of their fare. And especially like when I got up to the Northeast, breads became just so wonderful up there. A, because I was starving for calories, and B, because they just know how to cook bread in doughy delights, if you will. Man, and it was exciting. And had I packed a whole bunch of resupply stuff, and Miss ER, Teresa sent me a whole bunch of resupplies, and there's no doubt. And those are some of my staples. Those were my peanut butter pretzels, because you couldn't find them everywhere, and all these other little protein bars that I like. But we left enough room in those things to where I could also pack out some things that I found in the local economy to round out my food items or my food bag, and to keep me motivated to get into camp and eat one of those cool little doughy delights that I had found up in Montgomery, New York, or something like that. So I know, long-winded, I'm all over the place. I'm having a really good time this year following everybody. Probably commenting too much, but man, I'm really wanting to support you dudes and girls, dudes collectively. And I just want you to have as much fun and as much magic as I had. And I think you guys are having even a whole different experience that I'm probably not even understanding back here, because man, you already know each other, and to me it's magical just watching it. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day today. I hope the weather straightens up eventually so you guys will get some views. Just remember, for those on the trail's gonna give you what it wants to give you. Don't fight it. Just go with the schedule that you plan out that makes sense for you, and you will get the views that it wants you to have, and they'll be at the right moment and at the magical moments. All right, y'all, I'm gonna put in a couple of videos that I filmed with my GoPro 6, some more time lapses of the clouds outside my house. I'm really digging it. I'm ready to get on the trail and do some filming. Yeah, that's about it, man. I will be watching all of you. I know some folks are getting ready to start this week. Good luck to all of you. And the community is rip-roaring to support you, and we'll be out there watching and following and provide some trail magic along the way. All right, y'all, deuces.